CX Release 32 we just filmed, and we had a fantastic time doing it. Just the look of how we filmed it, we've filmed it down on the ground, there's no stage, it's got this really very cool athletic look and feel. We're at eye level with everybody, and so from a connective perspective, I think this is a real winner, and it would be something I'd love to be able to do whenever we can. I know that we have big stage and small stage, and so that was a real winner for me. And so from a coaching perspective, we've got Corey, Erin, Renee, myself, and we had Kylie being the lead coach. We managed to use that to our advantage. Look, these guys are going to be here, really just have a great conversation with them. And I sort of feel with DanCXWORX, it's quite prescribed, and there's a lot of dialogue, and there's a lot of compulsory cues, which are incredibly important. And sometimes I sort of feel that we just say these words rather than talk to our people. And so I feel that when you watch this release, it's really going to come out in the way that we are speaking to them. It's quite intimate. And so some of the standout things right from the beginning is track number 1, where we normally have these big alternating leg lifts that stimulate warmth in our core, especially through the mid and the lower abs. What we've done now is we've got a bit of a almost a Pilates feel. You're going to sort of see a little bit of that throughout the release. And so we've got these very, very small toe taps, very, very tiny. And we even walk them away from the body, and then we walk them back in. And a little bit of a combination in terms of a crunch towards the end. And so we've got a little bit of mind-muscle connection going on, and a little bit of training stimulus right at the beginning of the class. That leads us into the track 2, where we've got these beautiful leg circles. And get this, no equipment, just body weight. So it allows us again to almost continue a little bit of a Pilates feel through that. Great bit of choreography. And so we now have Diana working as part of the creative team along with myself, and we're just creating something that is beautiful every single time. We've got great training, great beauty, great music, and we're flying with that. I think you guys are going to love that. Another standout track would be track 4. We've got single leg glute bridges, and it's got this really cool piece of music where it says wind it up, and you know Corey is singing wind it up, and so again there's a strong focus on glute and hip thrusting whilst we're working through the single leg. We've got options and modifications as well through that. Track bonus 5, another standout. So we've got the rolling from my back into side hover, so it's quite playful, and we have purposely put that as the bonus because we are aware around mats and wooden floors and things that are comfortable or things that are a little bit more challenging. And so we're quite mindful here with the creative team, when we put these releases and these tracks together, we're mindful of what the end user is going to experience. And so like I wrote some notes, and that's pretty much it for that. I think finally around CX Release 32, ultimately I've come away from it, from a coaching perspective, really happy. I think musically we've done an incredible job. The look and the feel, I'm going to say this, I think it's sexy. And from a movement perspective and a feel, and so I'm not coming out of CX Release 32 feeling, oh, that was quite a lot of hip here, there was a lot of isolations there, or there was too many shoulders. It's a strange thing around core, because we know that core training can be quite creative from a scientific perspective. We can do some wonderful moves, but I always come back to this one single focus. Did I feel my core working? And yes, and so I think that we have sort of reduced some of these other feelings and really focused on what the core does. And so from a stability, an endurance and a strength perspective, we've really ticked the box. So that's CX Release 32.